The murder of the Hinterkaifeck family. The Hinterkaifeck murders are one of Germany's most notorious unsolved cases, involving the brutal killings of a family on a remote farm in 1922. The crime has perplexed investigators for decades, leading to widespread speculation and numerous theories surrounding the event. The Hinterkaifeck farm was situated in a remote area approximately 70 kilometers from Munich, Bavaria. The farm belonged to the Gruber family, consisting of Andreas Gruber, his wife, and their daughter Victoria, along with her children, 2-year-old Joseph and 7-year-old Cecilia. The family was known to be somewhat isolated, and neighbors often remarked on their reclusive lifestyle. Despite their isolation, there were signs of tension and trouble. Andreas Gruber had expressed concerns about someone lurking around the farm, mentioning strange noises and discovering footprints leading to the house, but not away from it. His worries about safety went largely unaddressed. On March 31, 1922, the family was brutally murdered in their home. It is believed that the killer entered the house late at night, using a method that suggested familiarity with the family's routines and layout. The gruesome scene indicated that all 5 members of the family were killed, likely while they were asleep. 1. The initial reports indicated that the murders were committed using a mattock, a type of hand tool, and the victims were struck multiple times. Victims included both adults and children, and the violence of the murders shocked the local community. The gruesome discovery happened days later, on April 4, 1922, when a neighbor noted the Gruber family's absence and went to investigate. Upon entering the farm, he found the bodies of the family members in their beds, each brutally murdered. The investigation into the Hinterkaifeck murders was complex, given the remote location of the farm and the lack of witnesses. German authorities quickly mobilized to conduct interviews with neighbors and local residents, while also beginning a forensic examination of the farm. Given the family's isolation and concerns over potential intruders, investigators initially focused on locals, conducting interviews to glean any potential leads. However, most residents in the area claim to have seen nothing suspicious during the days leading up to the murders. The investigation faced significant obstacles, including a lack of physical evidence. The remote location and the brutality of the crime drew significant media attention, which began to fuel speculation and bizarre theories regarding the motive for the murders. Number 1. Robbery gone wrong. Some speculated that the murders might have been motivated by theft, but nothing seemed to have been taken from the home, making this theory less likely. Valuable items were left untouched, raising questions about a potential motive. Number 2. Family conflict. There were rumors of familial disputes and tensions, particularly involving Andreas Gruber and his daughter, Victoria. Some suggested that personal conflicts could have escalated to violence, but investigators found no conclusive evidence tying relatives to the crime. Number 3. Hatred or jealousy from neighbors. Tension often arises in isolated farming communities, and some theories suggested that one of the grieving neighbors, perhaps motivated by jealousy or animosity, orchestrated the murders. This theory was compounded by Andreas' expressed fears of someone lurking around the farm. 4th, external intruder. Given the nature of the murders, many investigators considered the possibility of an outsider committing the crime. This has led to speculation about a serial killer or an individual who was familiar with the family, but again, no solid leads were ever produced. Lastly, paranormal explanations. Due to the remoteness and mysterious aspects of the case, some theories have ventured into the supernatural. Local legends developed, suggesting that the murders could be tied to curses, ghosts, or otherworldly forces. The Hinterkaifeck murders remain unsolved and have become a significant part of German true crime history. They continue to attract attention from historians, researchers, and amateur sleuths. The case has inspired numerous documentaries, books, and film adaptations that delve into the mystery surrounding the killings. The gruesome nature of the crime captivates audiences, leading to widespread speculation over potential suspects and motives. As one of Germany's most infamous unsolved murder cases, it is often cited in discussions about cold cases and investigative challenges. Over the years, the Hinterkaifeck case has been subject to multiple investigative reviews. In the realm of cold cases, renewed interest has encouraged amateur sleuths and forensic specialists to study the case with fresh eyes. Some have proposed new theories or approaches that could lend insight into what happened on that fateful night. The story of the Hinterkaifeck murders has been a compelling narrative in the genre of true crime literature. Numerous authors have written about the case, exploring the psychological and sociological aspects of the crime, as well as the broader societal implications involved. These accounts often delve into the fears and dynamics of rural life, highlighting the challenges of law enforcement in isolated areas. As of today, the case remains cold, with no definitive leads or suspects identified. Investigators in the region continue to review the materials related to the case, but advancements in forensics and law enforcement practices have not yet provided the breakthrough necessary to solve this haunting mystery. Firstly, local interest. In recent years, local residents and historians have taken an interest in the Hinterkaifeck case, with some actively engaging in research to uncover more details about the family and their lives. Public gatherings have been held to commemorate the lives lost and to discuss ongoing efforts in cold case investigations. Second, cultural reinterpretation. True crime documentaries and podcasts have explored the Hinterkaifeck case in various formats, inviting new audiences to engage with the story and its mysteries. These platforms often spark fresh discussions, allowing for a collaborative approach to theorizing about the unsolved murder. The Hinterkaifeck murders remain one of the most puzzling and tragic unsolved cases in history. The brutal slaying of the entire Gruber family reflects broader themes of fear, isolation, and societal issues that can lead to violence. The inability to solve the case leaves lingering questions about the identities and motives of those involved, as well as what could have been done to prevent such a tragic outcome. The case serves as a chilling reminder of the complexities surrounding crime and the lasting effects that unresolved mysteries can have on communities. As the years go by, interest in the Hinterkaifeck murders endures, sustaining the memory of the family and the search for justice. It encourages not just an examination of the past, but a call for continued vigilance in preventing violence and protecting those in vulnerable situations. The story of the Gruber family, though marked by tragedy, continues to inspire both inquiry and advocacy within the realm of criminal justice. Thank you so much for watching. For weekly updates and more mystery, hit the subscribe button below.